So you're probably thinking about buying the OnePlus Turbo 6 for one big reason, that massive 9,000 mAh battery, and on paper it sounds like the ultimate worry-free phone, but there's a catch, because the very thing that makes this phone feel safe could also make it annoying to live with, and the official images already hint at that if you know what to look for. Most people hear 9,000 mAh and instantly imagine a 2-day phone with zero stress, but the real question is what OnePlus had to give up to make that happen, because every big upgrade comes with hidden compromises and this phone is built around them. Take the Snapdragon 8's Gen 4 for example. It sounds flagship level and in daily use it probably will be fast and great for gaming, but the long-term experience depends entirely on how OnePlus tuned it, whether they focused on stable performance or short-term peak numbers, because if it runs hot over time, that giant battery won't feel so giant a few months down the line, and you won't know which direction they chose on day one. Then there's the display, a 1.5K panel with a 165Hz refresh rate that looks insanely smooth, and at first it feels incredible while scrolling and gaming, but that smoothness has a cost in power drain, heat, and potential throttling unless the software is tuned intelligently, and even with Android 16 helping. The entire experience depends on whether OnePlus prioritizes stability over flexing specs. The camera setup is where expectations quietly shift, because while a 50MP main camera, an 8MP ultra-wide, and a 32MP selfie camera look fine on a spec sheet, real-world use tells a different story, especially when that 8MP ultra-wide starts producing softer night shots and group photos lose detail when you zoom in later. Which is the difference between having a nice camera and having a reliable one you can trust every time. Even features that sound like bonuses can turn into frustrations, like the 27-watt wired reverse charging, which feels powerful in theory but in reality means more cables in your bag and faster battery drain when you use it often, making you feel helpful until you suddenly need that power for yourself. When you step back, the real identity of the Turbo 6 becomes clear, because this phone isn't trying to be a luxury device or a camera powerhouse, it's trying to be a phone you can't kill, built around endurance, protection, and usable speed, and once you see it that way, the plastic frame, the extreme IP rating, and even the 80-watt charging all make sense as tools for recovery after heavy days rather than bragging rights. So the decision isn't complicated, but it isn't obvious either, because if you care about premium feel and dependable ultra-wide photos at night, this spec list is quietly telling you to wait, and either way, the phone is already telling you exactly what it is, you just have to believe it before you buy it. So let me know in the comments if you'd buy the OnePlus Turbo 6, and if you enjoyed this breakdown, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.